So I'm really curious, as an agent, can you give us some examples that you use and that you've heard of what agents will use to create urgency when that urgency doesn't actually exist, other than the fact that the agent needs to create it?
So non-committal language is a big thing that you want to look for. You can still hype something up, make it sound like everyone's jumping on it, but using words like should be, almost, kind of, nearly there, like not actual, we have an offer, it is going to buy the property in the next 24 hours. Okay, because that could be real, it could be fake. Okay, like legislatively, we're not, at least in South Australia, we're not allowed to lie and say we've got offers when we don't. Okay, you either got offers or you don't have offers. But we're also not allowed to say, all right, I've got one at 1 million, one at 1.05, one at 1.03. We're not allowed to just put them all on the table either. So this is something that I always walk my vendors through when they're buying a property, is to say, ask the agent, if they're starting to put real pressure on you, how many offers do you actually have in writing? Because if they're saying things like, oh, I'm expecting like 3 offers to come in tomorrow, or, you know, this one isn't going to last long, I'm expecting a decision to happen in the next like 7 hours, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, cool. How many offers do you have in writing? If that comes back to 0, then all the rest of that was just fluff and huff and puff. There's nothing to it. But if it comes back to, you know, I've got 12 offers in writing, well, then you know what? Maybe there's some legitimacy to what they're saying. Maybe they're all 12 terrible offers, but that comes down to the bluffing game of how well can you read it. And you really want to start opening things up a little bit more in detail.
Do you know in different states, Todd, if you can, you know, like in Queensland or Victoria or New South Wales, whether they can scoot around that a little bit and pretend they've got offers? You said in Adelaide that you can't say you've got offers unless you actually have, but in other states, can they do that?
So in other states, well, one of the things that you do want to watch for though as well is like what Veronica said, is someone's indicated that they're willing to pay X. You say something like that. You can also say, like, I've got a verbal offer of X. And this is why I don't present a verbal offer, because to me, a verbal offer is not an offer. If someone can't take the 30 seconds it takes to actually go, here you go, this is my offer, and jot it down on a piece of paper, it's nothing. However, it doesn't mean that you can't say, oh, well, I had a verbal offer today of someone saying blah, 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 obviously not saying the price. So you can kind of scoot around legislation a little bit like that by using stuff that is legit but isn't legit at the same time. Does that make sense?
This is what when you said non-committal language, that you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly it. And that is one of the things that I will say to an agent when they come to me with one of these non-committal offers with rabbit ears around them is, has the vendor accepted it? Oh, no. Oh, so therefore it's still on the market. It's rejected, right? Or it didn't really exist or whatever. It doesn't really matter because things change once the vendor accepts an offer.